What's up, guys? Here's a video on cleaning and lubing your motorcycle chain. So starting out, everything we're going to need, I have Maxima chain cleaner as well as Maxima chain wax, chain brush, or my rear stand to get the rear wheel up in the air, and some paper towels. So getting started, I'm just going to take the chain cleaner and just start dousing the chain. So you'll notice here in the upper right hand corner, I'm using one hand to turn the wheel and then the other to spray the chain. Obviously your bike needs to be in neutral as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a nice round of this. And then once it's fully on there, you're going to let it set for about 5 minutes. And you're going to find the master link. So if you look in the upper right hand corner, you'll see that's the actual master link. We're going to use that as an indicator of start and finish. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push up on the chain from master link to master link. And when I'm finished there, I'm going to pull it towards me, master link to master link. And then I'm going to push towards the bike. And then finally, I'm going to put it on the top part of the chain. So the top and the bottom are probably the most important parts, so make sure you do a good job on those. And then when I'm finished up with that, this next part you don't exactly need to do. I just kind of I tend to use a lot of chain cleaner, but the stuff isn't cheap. It's about $15 per can. So I just go ahead and put another coat of it on the chain to kind of get it to soak in there. And then after that sits for another 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and break out the old water hose. So I didn't have this pictured at the beginning. I thought it was pretty self-explanatory, and now here I'm just trying to not hit the bike as much because that chain cleaner is not good for paint. And I just want to keep doing it until the water coming off of it has more of a clear look. But as you can see already, the chain is sparkling silver. So it took a lot of that dirt and grime off. Now this is an OEM chain on a Ninja 300. So it is a sealed chain. And with sealed chains, I like to use chain wax. On unsealed ones, you'll usually use a lubricant that's kind of a little more thinner. And if you notice there too, I also sprayed off the wheel because that stuff is kind of nasty to have on the edge of your wheel. Once I'm satisfied with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it up. And just keep spraying it. And as you can see, all the water coming off of it is pretty clear. Nice clean water. So I can go ahead and shut it off. And then I'm going to move on to, this already sat for about 5 minutes. And then I'm going to take the paper towels. I have a bunch of them. And you can also do this with the rag, but that chain grease, once it gets on there, I mean, unless you're going to throw the rag away, I guess it doesn't matter. But I just go ahead and do a couple rounds with the paper towel, and I'm going to show it to you here in a second how much dirt it actually took off still after all of that cleaning. So as you can see, there's still quite a bit. And once I'm satisfied with that, I'll go ahead and just kind of dry off the area. We don't want any water dripping on the chain after we wax it, so let's go ahead and clean everything up here. And then once I'm finished with that, what I do is I take a couple different, or not a couple different, but a couple paper towels and just kind of fold them over each other so I have a nice thick thing of paper towels. And I'm going to find a place on the chain that I can put that underneath. As you can see here, And what this will do is it'll make sure that you're spraying just on the chain and nothing on the surrounding area. And then once I have that, I'm going to go ahead and find my master link so I know my start point. And now I can start putting the chain wax or lube on. So as you can see, it's Maxima. I really like their product, so highly recommend it. And I put this up on screen in the upper right to show you what you're actually lubricating. So it's on the very top, it's in between the bushing and the plates. So it's nothing to really do with the sides of the chain. So you always kind of want to go from the top. So I'll start kind of on the left, and then I'll go on the right. It's kind of a little less relevant when you have a sealed chain like this, because they are sealed with, you know, grease on the inside of the inner pins. And after I've done a couple rounds of this, just like the chain cleaner, I tend to use a lot of it, but I end up wiping off a lot of the excess as well. So now I just finished up with all the waxing, so I can go ahead and pull the paper towel out. And then I'm going to go ahead and get more paper towels. And I'm just going to pinch the sides of the chain. So that's where it'll pick up a lot of dirt, and really the lube isn't as important as the top and the bottom of the, you know, what I showed you in the diagram. Now after you're finished with that, you're going to go ahead and let it sit for another 15 minutes so the wax can set before you take it on a ride. So that pretty much wraps it up. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments below, and thanks for watching.